Okay. Good morning. Good morning. Let's go ahead and get started. Welcome to another morning broadcast. I appreciate you all for joining. We just started this channel. It is a extension of our main channel. So if you're coming over from there, thanks for joining and supporting us. If you are just finding us, I appreciate you as well. Please consider liking and subscribing to help the channel out. All right, let's get started. We are on the back of on a CPI. So interesting. It was interesting yesterday. So we saw so CPI reported lower than expected. So inflation lowered. So we saw around 8:30 Eastern that initial pop here, and then we saw the market start to rally, pull back, rallied, and then just kind of started consolidating. Then this morning we had a gap up, and markets are seeing some pressure. What that did, though, that injected some volatility across several different stocks. So yesterday we were looking at Micron because of the earnings, and Tesla and a few other names that we have been trading. So I'm grateful for that CPI catalyst coming through and bringing some volatility into the market. All right. So what are some of the top picks from today? So we'll talk about. This is one that kind of this is one that we talked about in pre-market yesterday, and it held up pretty well. They had fresh news, gap down pre-market, and then at the market open, SOC, we saw price push up, push back, and rallied all day, just trended all day, and so pulled back with the market, and then now it's showing some strength. So this is one that we'll have on watch, and we'll see what happens there. Now another one, which is interesting, was RIVN. We were trading RIVN from the fresh catalyst on. It started with last Friday, I believe. We started trading RIVN, and then we took some more scalps on it, and it failed Tuesday. Wednesday consolidated, and then Thursday, yesterday, good reaction, popped, pulled back, and eventually trended for the day. So I have my eye on RIVN as well, and that could give us potential moves. So Tesla is one that I traded. I took an initial loss yesterday, but then entered as the bids held, entered that. Re-entered, and then actually was holding on to some throughout the day there, and I think I put my stop around here on some of the shares that I had. It took me out on that pullback, and yeah, so that was a really good a good trader yesterday. So what I'm doing is, we're just reacting to what the market gives us, right? What the market shows us. So after CPI, a lot of those names like ONDS, that was one that we discussed on the call. ONDS, SoFi, a lot of those tech names rallied at the open. So we had some students, some members of our pod. They took they took the ONDS that trade, and it gave us some scalps. So we'll see what happens. I mean, positive reaction initially to the CPI news, gap up this morning, and now we're still holding. So let's see if we break some of the highs, like that 612 level on the Qs. See if we break, and we can start to see some strength here. Okay, so good morning, welcome on in. Thank you for joining, everybody. As we get closer to Christmas, right, next week, we'll start to see the market, the volume start to die down. Rocket Labs was another one that we were watching yesterday, and it showed strength and it's continuing higher. So we have a good basket, right? A good basket of stocks to trade. So it's about us observing, watching, and locating the stock that gives us the best setup. So, all right, let me check the chat. I don't have any right now. I don't have any like rock stars that stand out, but we have a good 5 or 6 to keep our eye on technically. The technicals look good. All right, talk to me. What are you all looking at? I think I covered. Let's talk about gold and silver. Gold popped, pulled back. Silver also dipped, but still holding, still showing strength. So same narrative here on these. All right, so clear levels on some of these stocks. So we'll see what if volume comes in. We have some clear levels to trade from. All right, good morning. Welcome in. We had a great class yesterday. Also, level 2 in tape. We were able to get in, have a really deep conversation. So if you didn't catch it yesterday, go ahead and check that out if you're in the group. Okay. All right. Let me see just real quick here. So we talked Tesla. Let's talk a little bit about. Oh, yeah. So interesting. Yesterday, I'm going to talk about this because it's been these stocks have been on the scan. So these cannabis names, President Trump signed an executive order changing the designation from Schedule 1 to Schedule 3. So these have been in the news, and those stocks have been rallying. So if you've been trading them, following them, then it's a valuable piece of information. Okay, all right. So pretty quiet on the scan today. So I'm just gonna just kind of waiting. I'm gonna set up my charts here. Yeah, DJT. Okay. So DJT was another. We had so many options. I ended up focusing on mainly Tesla. Tesla and Micron mainly. But DJT was also another one I talked about yesterday. Popped up and gapped up there, and then we just kept seeing. We saw it trending all day yesterday. So it broke the high of day, broke yesterday's high, and now it's continuing higher. So this is another one to keep watch on, right? So with that rally yesterday, we had an abundance of options to take advantage of. I think it was just mainly about finding your setup, finding where the buyers and sellers were struggling, and then whatever side you trade on. We had good longs yesterday, so it's just about finding your setup and getting an entry, good risk to reward. So DJT was another. All right, so I'll be watching. I'll keep Tesla on the board here. Keep my eye on Micron, RIVN. So we'll watch RIVN, SOC. And I think Rocket Labs is another good one after that rally yesterday. Okay. All right. So let me check out this. Let me see. Oh, you know what? Let me make sure you guys can. All right. So everybody's quiet. What's up? What's going on? What are y'all looking at? What y'all trade yesterday? I know some people got ONDS. Some. Anybody catch anything like RIVN, DJT? Okay, let's do it. All right, so I'm gonna just get ready. Mark up all my levels here. Zoom out to the higher time frame. See what levels we should be looking at. DJT. Okay. Pulling right up into higher time frame resistance. So be aware of that. Yep, really pretty quiet. Okay, so let me bring these up. Tesla, Rocket Labs, RIVN. It's a nice breakout on Rocket Lab, on RIVN. I'm just gonna get my levels real quick while we're here on the call. It had been struggling with that resistance here for some time because we saw it because we were trading it. It finally broke out. SOC is trading right into resistance too. This is yesterday's. See if we can break that pre-market. It's trading within yesterday's range. So we'll set some alarms. See if it breaks out or if we dip. Rocket Labs. Yep, right above this now support, which was prior resistance here. Good look for this stock. So RIVN on the board. SOC, Tesla, Rocket Lab. I'm missing one. I'm gonna keep something like ONDS on the side over here. Good morning, everybody that's joining. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, I'm gonna keep something like ONDS, the quantums, SoFi. Those I'm gonna keep those on the list. Thoughts on WGO? Yeah, this one I didn't talk about. So my thoughts as of right now is I do see the gap on the daily um, with the earnings. We're missing, we're just missing a confirmation, which is volume. So I'd say let's see how it shapes up at the open. What kind of volume we get here compared to previous periods. So yeah, I think that's all. That's all. Last time we had earnings here, pre-market, not much volume, and then volume came in at the open. So it could be it could be a good, a decent intraday trader. So let's see. All right. What else? What else you got? Yeah, I know it's pretty quiet. Okay. So we have, it's 8:18. Again, as we get closer to Christmas, things will start to slow down. It's a good time to reflect. It's a good time to reflect on your trading. It's a great time to just look back on the year, right? Don't start January. Or don't start 2026 without doing your review. It's critical because you want to set out a plan for 2026, like what you're going to work on, what went well doing, and I'm going to do an entire video on this, but what went well during 2025, what were your strengths, right? What you traded well, what playbook resulted in the highest P&L, what was your biggest trade, like the absolute best trade versus what was the worst trade, just reflecting on everything, putting together a solid plan to enter 2026 strong. So this little period is kind of like an off season, right? Because holidays, the market's going to slow down. So it's kind of like an off season. In off season, this is where you really want to dive into journaling and digging deep, formulating a plan for the next year. So this is where you want to really get in the sim. You want to get into the simulator and work on specific things, work on very specific skills that you need to develop, or refining your routine. So when things die down, don't just walk away. Prepare yourself for next year. Check the IWM. Yeah, everything's pretty much moving the same. So we see this little tight consolidation here, which is good. It's a pending resolution. We're either going to break out, stay within it, break up or down. Okay. All right, y'all. So I'm gonna shut down the stream, and we're gonna go ahead and I'll just get everything set up. Yeah, I appreciate you all for joining. Please share, like, and subscribe if you're on the YouTube. And we'll be dropping a lot more videos on all of the channels. And just continue to support, show love. I appreciate it. And